Hello, everybody. Welcome to Saturday Morning DOOGER. How are we all doing? I'm doing just great. I'm gonna Twitcher really quick. Oops. Beep. No, it's not coffee time. It's Saturday Morning DOOGER, as I just said. Okie dokie. Artichoke. There we go. So much DOOGER energy. Oh, wait. Is my webcam working? Haha. No. No, it ain't. Hold on. Come on, baby. Fire up the old engines. Come on. Perfect. Stop all the download. Okay. Hello. How is the music volume? Is it okay? It's fine. It's good for me. It's okay. Wonderful. I watched IO until like 6 a.m. yesterday. It was worth. Oh my God. Yeah. I thought that sleep-wise, I was going to be really screwed yesterday, which is why I and a couple of other people were like, maybe no Saturday Morning DOOGER. Yeah, I won't spoil anything. But in a bizarre twist of fate, so I had said to Sam, like, I'm really nervous about the IO games tonight. I'm supposed to be on like 6 hours of like show, and Clarky's been sleeping so bad, I'm not sure what to do, like even with your help. And Sam was like, I'm just gonna take the night off. And I was like, oh okay. And he was like, yeah, I'll just, how long is the VOD? 9 hours, almost 10 hours, I think. Yeah, he was like, I'm just gonna take the night off, honey, because like, you can do your thing. I'll take care of Clarky. It's fine. And of course, in the most incredible, bizarre twist of fate, Clark slept straight through the night. Straight through. No issues. And I was like, God fucking damn it. Why can't that happen for me? Why can't that happen for me? But she is feeling better, number one. But number two, she also slept in our bed because Sam was like, I know she's gonna sleep better in our bed, so if she wants to sleep in our bed, I'm just gonna let her. And I was like, okay. And literally never once woke up, and actually slept later than usual. You guys know she's been waking up between like 5 and 6 a.m. She slept until 7:30. When she pulled back the curtains and there was like even a little bit of light outside, I was like, oh my God, what time is it? Oh my God. So once again, making us go, we really need to buy that mattress so we can build her new bed frame, because it might be like a support issue with having a floor bed. Like, it might just feel nicer in our bed than it does in her bed. Who knows? But she also slowly, like, say that this is where your pillow is and this is your blankie, right? The longer she sleeps, she does this. And then goes back. And then goes this way again. And so in her bed, if she goes like this, she just falls out. So we actually got her like a little bit bigger bed, which makes me laugh because I had a single bed until I was like mid-20s. Like I had a single bed for so long. So I'm like, I can't believe that my kid is going to have the joy of a bigger bed as at like 4 years old. Unreal. But you know what? If she sleeps, great. Sam said it was tonsillitis. Could she need a tonsillectomy? Oh, no. Most people here don't get their tonsils removed. They just get tonsillitis occasionally. It's not an issue. No. So we contacted the doctors and they were like, we can give you antibiotics, but sometimes you fight it off just in a few days. So I would say just keep an eye on her. If it goes away on its own, great. If not, let us know and we'll give her antibiotics. Because they don't want to like give you antibiotics right away, especially with a little kid. So yeah, the fact that she's like really perked up and is saying that her throat doesn't hurt at all and her tonsils were not as swollen today, we're kind of assuming that she's gonna fight it off herself just fine, but we'll just keep an eye on it. Make those neutrophils get off their asses and kill some bacteria. Yeah. I had a twin size until I was 20. I know. I had a twin size forever. But I didn't really move around, and I still don't. I kind of sleep like the dead for the most part. I don't move around a whole lot. Clarky is gonna be 4 in April, which is why I'm just rounding up to 4, but like she's 3.5 technically. Yeah. This music seems a little too boppin' for Saturday morning DOOGER. Hold on. Harris, what are we doing? Let's do this. Cute. This is an album called A Very Lo-Fi Christmas. Great. Yeah, it's an artist on Spotify named Stream Beats by Harris Heller. And all of the music is stream friendly and stream safe. So yeah, just picking one of their albums. Yeah, I think here it's really rare to get a tonsillectomy. Unless like your tonsils are doing shit all the time, like you're getting tonsillitis, tonsil stones, like all kinds of shit happening all the time with them, then it's like, okay, we'll take them out. But otherwise, it's just like another one of those sicknesses you can get throughout the year, you know? What? Dr. John, that's crazy. I had no idea that was a thing. How interesting. Yeah, I figure, you know, yeah, young me is very jealous of Clarky getting a bigger bed, but sleep is like so important, and if we're in a position to be able to give her a bigger bed so that she can sleep at whatever weird ass angle she wants, and get a restful night, then great. Clarky and I made a little dress for her Barbie today. Very cute. She had a doll and she was like walking around the house going, "Mommy, I can't find her dress." I was like, okay. She was like, "Her dress, I can't find it anywhere." So we were looking all over the house and I was like, "Well, honey, I know I've said this before, but like we could very easily just make her a dress. It's like 2 stitches." And so she was like, "Okay." So we made her a little red dress out of some of the fleece that was left over from the hats. So she's got like a fluffy red dress now that we've made. Here, I'll show you. I took a picture. I'll show you if my phone behaves. It's behaving. It's been really hard to play Cookie Run with my phone all messed up, but it is what it is. Look. She's got a little red dress. So we made that. And I realized that I have some white like faux fur. I was like, "Oh my god, I could make this a full-on like Christmas dress if I wanted to." Very stylish, I know. It's basically a rectangle and then you cut a couple of circle shapes out of it for arms and neck. But Clarky did an entire one of the like long sides. She did all of the stitches on one of the sides and she did so well. She didn't poke herself once. I was so impressed. The very first things that I ever sewed were doll clothes. So it felt kind of nostalgic for me. I was like, "Oh my gosh, Clarky's learning how to sew with doll clothes just like I did." It's fun. It's fun to do stuff like that. Oh my god, so many Christmas presents have shown up and I haven't had an opportunity to like wrap them. So I've just left them in their boxes in the middle of one of the main rooms. And maybe I trust too much, but I basically went to Clarky and I was like, "Please don't look in any of those boxes because some of them are surprise things for you." And she was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, so don't look in any of the boxes, okay?" And today she grabbed one of the boxes and brought it into the living room. And I was like, "Clarky, I said, please don't look in the boxes." And she was like, "I'm not looking in it, but the dinosaurs are curious what's in it." Because we were playing dinosaurs and we had this whole narrative going. And she was like, "The dinosaurs are really curious what's in the box." Why did you tell her? Because I was worried that because a lot of we only give gifts to the kids now, right? So this is literally like 10-ish boxes that just have tons of like toys and books and things in them. And I was just like, if she even glances at one of those things, she's gonna just take it. And I was like, if I tell her, then at least like she'll pretend she didn't see it probably. That was my logic. Because otherwise she'll just grab it and be like, "Oh, this is obviously for me," and just walk away with it. So, yeah. That was basically, so I was like, some of those things are not for her, right? So, But yeah. No, we don't have an attic or anything. It's fine. It's only been the one box that she's like brought it. It's not like they're open. It's only the one box that she's brought in and been like, the dinosaurs are so curious what's in the box. I mean, what am I meant to do, mommy? She's been very good about it. Those dang dinos. A terrible influence. Yeah, what's she supposed to do? She has like 10 dinosaur children who are all asking to see what's in the box. Like, she's overpowered. Hi, Biptum. Yeah, we had all of our big D&D stuff yesterday. Again, no spoilers on anything, even small ones, but it was very, very fun. Clarky slept like a dream. I was able to just play and enjoy myself, and it was great. I was very happy. Yeah, it's like, I think someone was saying it's a 10-hour-ish VOD, but there's like breaks in between each game and stuff, so there's stuff to like skip through, but yeah. And then the very last episode of Misdemeanor is tonight. Which is a spoiler, I guess. We didn't all die. We are able to have a final episode of Misdemeanor. I'm very sorry for the spoiler. No, I think the last, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the last finale that happens is Goblins. So, like, our finale is Monday, Goblins' finale is Wednesday, and there's one other one, question mark? Ectrix might know. Yeah. Is Braun the other one? Is the Braun finale? Oh, yes. Okay. Braun finale on Tuesday. Nice. How do you brew your coffee? With a French press, typically. It's my favorite way. And then I have it with a little bit of sugar, and that's it. No, none of the actual Phase 3 stuff has happened yet. Because Phase 3 is like, what, 1,500 years in the future or something. I just noticed the cube. What is the cube? Somebody called it a sugar cube the other day, so that's what it is. It's actually a light, but... I mean, you can brew tea in a French press. I've done that before. Yeah. It's the same it's basically the same process. You steep water with the leaves, and then you use the plunger thing to filter the leaves out from it and just leave the tea. Altered Ballad was a tester for Phase 3, yeah. The age of Himbo Cop is on the horizon. It's right around the corner. I feel it. What does Phase 3 mean? So this is specific to like the IO Dungeons and Dragons games. They all happen on Brett Ultimus's channel, and basically he's like split his world up into phases because originally the world that he sets his games in, originally it was all offline campaigns that we were all doing as a friend group. So the offline stuff is considered phase 1. And then there was a 500-year time skip. And then he started doing campaigns in the same world, but like in the future, right? So 500 years after our games are the games that have been streamed so far. So those are called the phase 2 games. So this big fight that we just did is considered to be like the final battle of phase 2 before there's going to be another time skip. And after that time skip is going to be phase 3. So each one is just happening in a different like era of the same world, basically. How long can you store Dodger coffee before it goes bad, like the bag of beans? I'm trying to remember what we've told people in the past. I mean, like, you can brew coffee from coffee beans for, I think, like, ever. Like, they don't really go bad. It's that the natural oils and things, you won't have those. The fresher, the better the flavor, if that makes sense. You're going to get a much nicer depth of flavor and all of that sort of thing, as long as you drink it within like a couple of weeks is like its best quality. But I know a lot of people who freeze their beans and do things like that to try and preserve that for longer. So there are things that you can look up, like ways that people try to make that last a bit longer. But yeah. Oh yeah, I've drank coffee made from beans that were very old, and it still tasted fine. Maybe not as like, but you know. Yeah, well, like, I think Thierry freezes her beans. That's the first that I heard of it, because Thierry buys a lot of things at Costco and gets, correct me if I'm wrong on this, I can ask her as well, but she gets like bulk coffee beans at Costco, basically. And she loves them, but in order to make them last longer, like the flavor lasts longer, I think she keeps them in the freezer. But she drinks coffee like crazy, like more coffee than I do. So she gets through it fast. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy is an RPG, the only one that I need. It's the RPG for me. That one? Is that what you're talking about, PCN? I don't know why that came up, but I know what song you mean. Final Fantasy is all that I play. All other games are lame. It puts them all to shame. I only play games that are popular. They redeemed the post-show thing. Oh, perfect. Well, that's the peak. That's the peak at it. I'm not a coffee drinker. Do you always have to grind beans? I assume that means grind. Grind beans to make coffee. I mean, yeah, you can't just like steep the beans whole and get like a nice product out of it. It's gonna be like kind of oily water, probably. But if you grind up the beans, you just have to, most coffee you can buy pre-ground. We recommend that you grind it as you use it. I tend to grind up, like 10-ish cups worth of coffee at a time. Just because I don't always want to be taking the time to grind coffee before I make a pot of coffee, right? But, again, you'll just get a better flavor if you grind them closer to when you brew. Yep. Coffee beans have natural oils. the oil, you will have less and less of the oil the darker the roast is. If you burn the shit out of the beans in your roast, then yeah, you won't have as much oil. But the oil is like something that will contribute to the flavor and the smoothness of the coffee. Yeah, so I never do like the middle of the road grind. I have two different jars. One jar is coarse ground and one jar is fine ground because I'm either using the espresso machine or I'm using a French press. For the most part, those are the two ways. So, yeah. I don't know about cold brew. I'm not sure about oil when it comes to cold brew. If you are using a method where it says to do something about the oil, I would trust that. Scooch some things around here really quick. I'm learning so many things. I haven't even been awake for an hour. Nice. We're doing it. What's your least favorite way of brewing coffee or tea? I've never been able to get a good cup of coffee out of an AeroPress. And please don't suggest all of the ways to get a good cup of coffee out of an AeroPress because I've said this so many times on stream before. I've tried all of them. I've tried them all. Please don't. Just trust me that I've never gotten a good cup of coffee out of an AeroPress. Super quick so I don't forget. I'm the wrong person to ask about espresso machines. I bought a pretty cheap one because I hadn't really made a whole lot of espresso before. And so I was like, well, I'm not going to get a nice, because, oh God, nice espresso machines are so expensive. I was like, I'm not going to get one just in case I buy it and I don't really use it that much. So I didn't get a super nice one. But I actually use it all the time. So that's like one of the like pie in the sky when I've done like a really big brand deal or something. I'm gonna buy myself a really good espresso machine, but I'm not the right person to ask about like what a good one is, to be honest. Yeah, they're so expensive. I've tried to there have been a couple of different like cooking YouTubers and things that I've watched who have been sponsored by a company and been like, they sent me this amazing espresso machine. Look at it. And I'm like, wow, that is amazing. And I go to look it up and I'm like, $1,100. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. That's the other thing, is I want to be careful about, because I've made this mistake before. I want to be careful about not buying things where the reason for the extra cost is that they offer more, like, variety in how you use it. If I'm just going to get confused and bogged down by that and not actually use it, right? Like, is the thing that makes it more expensive the thing that's going to keep me from using it very often because I'm too confused to, like, figure out exactly what I want to do with it. I think sometimes simplicity is key for me, so. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, what's his name? The person who just asked about good chai. No, phone, not now. There's a person on TikTok and his entire thing is like talking about how to make chai at home and highlighting different people's way of making chai and their families. And it's lovely. It's so sweet. I'm trying to remember his name. I'm the chai TikTok guy. Let's find him. Yes! I was going to say, I know he's a pastor, but I can't remember his actual. So his name is Kevin Wilson. But what's his TikTok? Cross Culture Christian is his name on You wouldn't think this is a chai TikToker, but it is. At Cross Culture Christian. And he's lovely. Yeah, go follow him. He's so just like, everything is so gentle and sweet, and it's just nice content. I'm suddenly wanting art of a shy guy from Mario making chai. A chai guy. Have you visited any interesting houses the last couple of days? Oh, like, in what sense? Like done house viewings or like seen interesting houses with cool lights on them? Both. There's somebody that lives near us that we've driven by a couple of times when we've had Clark in the car. And it's one of those houses that's just like, and if this is your house, I'm saying this with a lot of love. It's like, if this is what your house is like, it's one of those houses where it's like every single possible thing that you could put on your house or in your yard, they bought all of them. And then they were like, where do we put it all? It's Tetris. We'll figure it out. And so you're driving. There's like normal houses. And then there's a house that's just like every possible light display you've ever seen at a store, just all stacked on top of each other all over the house. And Clark's like, Mommy, we should do that. And I'm like, that looks like a lot of work. Sam and I literally don't even put normal lights out. So I'm like, that's a lot of work, but you know what, Clarky? Once we have a house of our own, if you want us to do something extravagant in our yard, we will. We'll deal with the electric bill for the 1 month. The deck the halls energy. Yeah. It's so cute. I mean, kids love it. Like, my kid loses her mind every time she sees it. She loves it. So it's very cute. What was I going to say? What was I going to say? Da, 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 da. Oh, but as far as house viewings go, we haven't really like gone to any in a bit. We went to quite a few all in a row, and then we were like, let's cool down a little. Let's cool down a little. We'll revisit this after the holidays. My house has Christmas lights on the gutters from before I was born, and we've never taken them down or used them in my lifetime. That's incredible. That's a type of energy that is unmatched. Like, so unbothered. Like, well, those are there forever, I guess. Part of the house is architecture now. I love it. That's so funny. You be on Joe's big fat quiz. I haven't been asked. If I'm not asked for things, I assume it's because it's happening when everyone knows I'm asleep. So I don't get offended if I'm not asked to do stuff. But I did it last year. It was very fun. Oh, yeah. So almost all of our Christmas decorations are soft or made of metal. So they're either like little stuffed animals, or they're made of metal, or like just anything I can find that isn't breakable, right? She really, really, really wanted an ornament when she was with Sam, and Sam bought it for her. And it was like this really pretty, like obviously very breakable ornament that was like red with all these pretty flowers painted all over it. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. That's so pretty. And I was like, but, you know, Clarky, we have to be really, really careful with this one, because if it gets dropped even a little, it will break, okay? And she was like, okay. And it broke like immediately. And she was so sad. She was like sobbing. She was asking if we could glue it back together. Like, it was in like a million pieces. And she was like, can we glue it? Like, she was just so sad. And I was like, this is why we don't even buy them. We don't want anybody stepping on pieces of ornament, but also like, it's so sad for them if they like really want an ornament like that and then it immediately breaks, you know? Oh, poor thing. My cats do not give a shit about the tree, about the ornaments. They literally leave it alone. They've never cared. It's amazing. There's at least 3 inches of tinsel eaten. Oh my gosh. You gonna watch the new Matrix this weekend? Is that a theater thing? Is that like a go to the cinema thing? Because if so, no. We have a Babu. And nowhere to put her to go to movie. It's also on HBO Max. We don't have HBO in England, though. I mean, I guess I could just VPN, but I've specifically not paid for HBO because we don't have it. Cartoon Network is airing Animatrix tonight as well. Oh my gosh. I loved Animatrix. When Animatrix came out, it was like, whoa. Like, I was so into it. Yeah, I was just young enough that, like, the idea of there being like a bunch of different, I'm trying to think of how to put this, like the animation in Animatrix, all of it was so unique to young me, you know, like the style of all of it was so like mind-blowing, and the fact that, you know, it was all animated but obviously like geared toward adults. It was just a game changer for me in a lot of ways. And I feel like there are a lot of things that have kind of taken a page out of the Animatrix book, even now. I just bought Animatrix on DVD for £2, used but pristine discs. Nice. Oof. Yeah, that was the trouble with, like, I remember all of the different, like, anime that I would rent when I was a kid. In the international section, the good old days. In the international section of the rental store, I would just pick random anime. Literally every single one of them, the rating would be no rating, not rated. And I would get home and I would watch it, and every single time I was like, should not be watching this. If it says not rated on it, do not let your kid watch it. Do not let your kid watch it. Oh my gosh. None of it was, just to be clear, none of it was like hentai, but it was like, I watched just like really violent ones, and I had never seen like really violent anime before, so I was like, what? And yeah, also ones that just had even like minor nudity. It was like so shocking to me, because again, it didn't say it anywhere on the box, right? So, but yeah, fortunately I never I never came home with a hentai, thank God. I promise I didn't. Yeah, the one that they had a lot of DVDs of was Bubblegum Crisis. And that's like pretty adult geared, but it didn't like it didn't like scar me. It was just like surprisingly like violent and stuff. So I also remember one of them I rented on my birthday when I had a couple of friends over. I actually don't remember if Bubblegum Crisis is good, so I can't I can't recommend it or not. But I'm trying to remember what the show was. It wasn't Bubblegum Crisis, it was a different thing. It was like a comedy. But like some of the comedy in it was more like lewd. And it didn't always translate super well because, you know, this is like the 90s. So I had some friends over and we had rented one of them to just like try watching it. I'm trying to remember how old I was. But we went to watch it, and I remember there was one scene where a person was, like a girl was about to take a shirt off. And my friend went, no! She didn't actually, like, the character didn't actually do it. She just, like, started to take it off and then put it back on because she was in the middle of a conversation. But my friend went, no! Like, so terrified that there was gonna be boobs on screen. I will remember that for the rest of my life. The rest of us were fucking cracking. Like, it was so funny. She was like, oh my gosh, I thought they were gonna show her boobs. It's such a, like, pure memory for me. Slayers is good, yeah. Slayers is one that I bought. I bought with my allowance, like sight unseen, from Suncoast or Sam Goody or one of those that actually had an anime section in the store, and fell in love with it and bought all of it. Yeah, Slayers is great. I actually haven't seen, like, they made newer stuff just in the last few years and I never watched it. Yeah, Lena Inverse Slayers. I cosplayed as Lena Inverse with Angie, and Angie was Naga. Angie was an incredible Naga. Let's see if I can find a picture. No, Lena, please. Oh, it's one that Angie posted. That's cute. This is like right after I had my baby. We made our costumes together, then got pictures taken at Anime Expo. So cute. Isn't she like an incredible Naga? It's so good. But yeah, that was us cosplaying together. The only time I've cosplayed at a con, actually. Yeah, the only time, and will probably forever be the only time. I learned from that experience that I don't enjoy like being in cosplay at a con. But yeah, Angie's amazing. She works her ass off. She knows so much. Yeah, I did it once. It's better when it's not 108 degrees outside. Oh my god, it was so miserable. It's just a lot of like fiddling. And yeah, part of that was because of the heat. Like things were literally melting off of people. But yeah, it was a lot of like, you're in a big costume. So if something breaks, you're like trying to fix it, or, you know, you just like moving around is different than it would normally be. People are looking at you a lot more, which I'm not always entirely comfortable with. Yeah, it was just a lot. It was a bit of an overload. And I don't know if it was the sort of thing where I'm like, well, I could get used to it over time. I don't know that I had enough about it that I enjoyed to try and get used to, you know, the rest of it, if that makes sense. I loved making the costume. I've said this before. I love making costumes. I love working on projects like that. I could gladly, if like all of this fell apart and I had an opportunity to basically fall back on my degree and just make costumes again forever, I would be happy. That would be great. Obviously, this is preferable, but but like if I was given that opportunity, I would enjoy that quite a bit. I love making the stuff and other people wearing it. So yeah. Angie did. She's done tons of costumes for like Gerard and Jesse. She made Jesse's May costume, and did all of the Big Bad Bosses costumes, I think, and the Gentleman's Gaming Club stuff. And she's worked on some shows and things as well. I imagine there's good money in commission cosplay. There is, if you can. You have to, like, from what I understand, talking with friends who do it, there are a lot of people trying to make money that way. You have to, like, get people to buy your thing and then make sure that they're a repeat customer or that they recommend you to other people. Like, it's really hard to, like, build up a base of people who are going to consistently come to you for your product, you know? Yeah. I remember you did 3D for a bit on stream. Did it ever actually catch you? It's probably not the same as actually working with your hands on something physical. Yeah, it's not as enjoyable for me. But it's also complicated. You know, it's also a thing that like talking with Kelly, you know, the reason that Kelly pushed through and learned as much as she did is because she really wanted to be able to make her own avatar for VTubing, for VTubing and for like VR chat and all of that sort of stuff, and just powered through and learned it, right? I don't have like a reason that I need to learn it that makes me want to do it in lieu of other things, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just want to add more arms to Moral. I need to ask about that as well. Oh my gosh. I have so many sticky notes here for Wazy. She can jump 36 feet. She gets a +2 to checks involving strength, dex, and constitution. I add a 1d6 to any saves, and if it takes a death save up to a 20, it's as though I rolled a natural 20. I get to re-roll one failed save. I had to have all of these because I haven't played her in so long. I was so scared I was gonna just like not remember anything about how to use her. Oh, and I had an interrupt. Not an interrupt, but like I could damage reduce as long as a person was within my 5-foot radius. I can get rid of all of those. What level is this character? She was a 10. She was 10. So it's hilarious. In that fight, she was the lowest level character. Again, no spoilers. I'm not spoiling anything. Aside from the fact that I played Wazy in one of the fights. Yeah, because so all of misdemeanor at the time of the fights are 12 levels, I believe, spread across 2 classes. But yeah, I guess I can put all those away. Goodness. I've been watching so much IO lately. I started with Misdemeanor, went to Astral Academy. Now I'm on to All King. Every time crossovers happen, I have to watch the other series first. That's very sweet. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I assume you are if you're watching as much as you are, so. Yeah, somebody, I don't think it was any of you guys, somebody came into the IO Discord and was like, hey, so I'm like not even remotely caught up on most of this stuff. Am I like gonna get majorly spoiled if I watch these final fights? And everyone was like, yes, yes, don't watch that. I think like I kind of get it. I think there's, because so many characters are involved, you could argue like, well, nobody's probably going to be like divulging specific story information about like their campaign in this fight. But you would be incorrect thinking that. Oh my gosh. God bless. Enjoy yourselves, guys. I asked if the other misdemeanor members would join me for a stream talking about the campaign just in general, and like anything that, like any threads that we didn't follow that people really wanted to do and stuff like that. And so far, Massey is absolutely in. Oh yeah, I do the same thing. This is why I'm like, I'm not trying to like shit on this person. I really don't want this person to feel that way. it was just funny. Like, yeah, there's a lot of, because it's the end of the whole phase, there's a lot of threads that are being tied up with these fights. So yes, there are tons of spoilers in them. But what I was gonna say is I also, sometimes I'll watch the first, like with Astral Academy, right? If we're gonna use IO campaigns for an example, I watched the very beginning of Astral Academy and then didn't watch for a few episodes, and then or Arcane Academy, and then jumped in for the beginning of Astral Academy, even though I did not watch the end of Arcane Academy, right? Like I hop around all the time and just kind of deal with the fact that there are gaps in my knowledge, because I know that I'm probably not anytime soon gonna have the time to like actually watch those episodes, you know. But I'm accepting and I'm fully aware that I'm going to get spoiled like crazy about shit that happened in the previous stuff, because it's a linear story, you know. Yeah, it doesn't really help now. But maybe in phase 3. In phase 3, doing recaps would be awesome. But I mean, recaps, even doing recap episodes takes Joe a decent amount of time to put together and make sure that he says everything that's important. Brett's doing like 5 campaigns a week. Like, that's such an undertaking to try and do a recap. Oh, I actually have no idea. Joe said Brett is looking to hire co-DMs. Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe. The best we can do for recaps is point people to the World of IO YouTube. It's hard to compress 200 plus sessions. Yeah, for sure. I've been filling stuff out occasionally on the IO wiki. I don't really have a lot to contribute currently, so. Is that cup the size of your head? It's a big cup. Yeah, there's so many good vibes in this cup. Oh my god. Do we have a cheers redeemed? I don't know. Let me check. Probably. We've also got a bunch of subscriptions to give out. We do, from Avi. I gotta go make some tea. Okay, go grab a drink, grab a tea, a coffee, a Beverly of some kind if you would like, and we'll do a cheers in a minute. Remind me, don't let me forget. Ugh. Big yarn. Oh, the other funny part about Clark sleeping in as late as she did. So for anybody who wasn't here, Clark slept completely through the night. Slept amazingly. Woke up at 7:30 which is later than she has been for a while now. Woke up at 7:30. And, yeah, she, like, went downstairs to go find Sam. And I just heard Sam go, "Oh my God, what time is it?" And later he was like, "She's become like my alarm clock. Like, I know if Clark's come downstairs and I'm still up, it's too late. And I should be in bed." Like, I know that now. And so he was like, I've learned to rely on her because she normally gets up at like 5 or 6. Not today. It's fucking 7:30 in the morning. I guess I'll go to bed now. Why does Sam stream so late? Well, it's kind of a combination of things. So, we are very ships in the night in our general schedule. So, like, I get up because we, for a decent amount of the week, are the ones who watch Clarky. So, like, I get up, you know, at like 6 or 7 a.m. with her, and I'm with her until the middle of the day, and then I start work. And then Sam gets up in the middle of the day, and he's with her until, you know, I'm done with work, and then we all have dinner together and put her down for sleep. And then Sam starts work, and he tends to just stream for longer. He does a lot of co-op stuff, which I don't do, but a lot of the co-op stuff is with Americans, and so a lot of our American friends don't start doing anything until, like, you know, our midnight or 1 a.m. So sometimes things just go later because, you know, everything is pushed to that point. But there's also just the fact that, like, sometimes he works, and then when he shuts off the stream, that's like the only opportunity he's had all day to have a minute to himself. And so sometimes he, like, holds on to that for like a little too long, and then it's like, oh shit. So yeah, and then he goes to bed, and then it's rinse repeat. He's very much and has always been a night owl. He loves being awake at night. I think, like, in his ideal is, you know, kind of the way that it is right now, but like more consistent. Like, I think that he would, if we didn't have a kid, his schedule would still be like kind of the same, to be honest. Like, you know, waking up around midday, enjoying, you know, like some of the day, and then working at night. Like, he likes that. That's what he did before we had a kid, really. So I am a daytime person. I wake up and I'm awake during the day, and then once it's dark, my brain starts going, fuck, it's dark now. It's basically bedtime. Which is not helpful in the winter when it's dark at like 4 p.m. Sometimes I get done with work and I go downstairs and I'm like, oh my gosh, might as well be the middle of the night. Yeah. I think that's very common. And I think that that's what it is for Sam too, is like, he's alone, right? There's no kid asking him for stuff. Like, and he's very much an introvert. So like, he gets to just have like just quiet and peace and do whatever he wants for, you know, just a couple hours maybe before he goes to bed. And I'm not gonna tell him he can't has that. He can't has that. I'm not gonna tell him he can't have that, you know. Sam also takes very long showers. If he's like, I'm gonna go take a shower, I know that it could potentially be an hour before I see him again. Yeah, it's also like, I think sometimes, because there's definitely like introverts who also easily feel lonely, if that makes sense. And I think a job or a situation where you interact with your friends mostly online, you're able to pull back whenever you need to. And I think that the security in that is really helpful for a more introverted person to know, like, if I need to step away and just like not talk to people anymore, I can. And it might make like interaction a bit easier, and to also feel sometimes like you're sort of towing the line of both. Like I'm hanging out with people, but I'm also like in my space, you know? Yes. Do we all have our bevies? Are we ready? Operation Cheers is a go. Wonderful. Guys, thank you all so much for being here for Saturday Morning DOOGER. I know that it was touch and go if it was going to happen, but I actually got an okay night's sleep and had a lovely time last night, and I'm so glad that I got to do a stream with you guys today. Yeah, thank you all so much for being here. I hope that you're having an amazing day, and if you are, thank you for spreading your joy. And if you're having a terrible day, I'm so glad that you're here, and I hope we can be a bright spot of it and you can soak up some of the joy from others. Yeah. Thank you all very much for watching. 3, 2, 1, cheers. Boop. My mug is massive in my hand. Yeah. Sometimes I go to do the cheers. I'm like, ow. Push through. Push through. I love that good vibes emote. It's very cute. I saw a video of there are like exercises kind of, or like stretches that are in sort of like a flow or like a pattern, and occasionally I'll see videos of those, of people who are doing like kind of it's almost like a repeating dance, but it's like a bunch of stretches that all like flow into each other and then you repeat it. I saw one and I tried to do it and I immediately ate shit. It was incredible. I was like, wow. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. It was like, oh gosh, do I even want to attempt this? I'm trying to remember what it was. We're gonna see. It was like you'd start like this, and then and then you do like, and then I don't even remember the rest. And then you do like 4 or 5 different things in a row, and they all like, when you do it fast, it looks super cool and you like flow into it. And they were like, but you won't be able to do it fast right away. Just go slow, you know? Like the second I started trying to do it, I was like, oh no, this is hard. I wish I had the balance and agility of my Final Fantasy character. God, same. Yeah, that was not Tai Chi. If I find it, I'll send you the video. Actually, oh my God, did I save it? Wait a second. Phone, please. Thank you. Oh my God. I was trying to play music for my kid last night, and she was like, Mommy, what's it doing? She was like, Mommy, what's it doing? And I looked at it, and it was like, hold on, I'm gonna just bring up Spotify. So like imagine, you know, like you're seeing this and then it's going like this. Like it's just like trying to swap to another song. She's like, "Mommy, what's it doing?" It's like, oh no. That's because mommy's phone is trying desperately to break forever. Here it is, a flow combo. Oh my god. Okay. Ready? So this is, I think this is the like easy version. I hope she does it faster. Oh my gosh, wait. Hold on. No, the original one is the fast one. Okay, hold on. It's this, right? So you look at that and you're like, that seems pretty simple. Ate shit almost immediately. Yeah, she was like, try to do this for 5 minutes every day. I was like, I'll try. My toxic trait is thinking this is easy. Me. Yeah, literally. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, if I tried to do that for 5 minutes every day, I bet I would be amazing at it after a few days. But first day, mm-mm. Thank you, Inky. Yeah, all of this is kind of fading to like a pretty like pinky lavendery color. I'm very happy with that. I think the gradient is really pretty right now. What? Look up the guy walking on all fours for 100 days. What? What? I do love yoga. I love yoga stuff. Yes, Octo Gang, rise up. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Recall how I had said to Octo, do you think Bophades would have had a kid? He said, good question. No. Got it, thanks. Oops. How do you spell descendant? No, that's not right. That's not right. Oh my god. Oh, that was where I went wrong. Yeah, it's descend ant, which is not how I was spelling it. I was spelling it E-N-T, not A-N-T. For leaking any of the channel point goofs that Octo suggested to add. Oh, forever ago? One of them was that, because we were talking about like games that I love, and he was like, well, One of them obviously should be, I think I've said this before. One of them obviously should be the like stress sort of symbol and like pattern and things that happen in Darkest Dungeon when your character gets stressed out. And have that just pop up around your webcam like, ah! Which I thought was a cute idea. I'm trying to remember what the other ones were. That was one of the ones that stuck with me. He came up with like a bunch of good ideas though. I wrote them down somewhere. Oh, one of them was finding whatever font they use in Telltale games and putting Dodger will remember that in the corner. So like having a button that will put Dodger will remember that up in the corner. That one isn't a channel point goof. That's like a thing for me to do. I know. He's the best. He's the best. Cursed emotes are fun. Somebody was saying that if we uploaded the which I kind of feel like we should. So we have an emo. We have an emo. I feel like this is gonna take so much explanation, or maybe I just don't bother explaining. There's a emote in our Discord that is Jason Derulo in Cats as a jigsaw puzzle, but with the pieces missing. And somebody suggested that we upload that as just a normal emote, and I think we should. Because it's so weird. It's so specific, it is, but it really gets across a vibe. There's a weird, like, it's kind of like being Thanos snapped, but not quite. Like, there's just a weird, like, what does it mean exactly? It's like person to person. That's true. There's also just my face as some of the emotes that we already have, which I think, Alex, I think you're right. We should upload those as well. Yeah, I mean, I think that emote would wind up being much like Swadaloon, one that doesn't get explained, only gets explained once in a blue moon, you know? Like, it's not, for the most part, you just give into the confusion. You just accept it as part of life. It's called cursed. It's clearly cursed. No more explanation needed. Exactly. Precisely. We have one called Doog Bar Fight. We do? Wait, what? What is it? Hold on. Oh. Oh, it's Buff Cat. It's Buff Cat, but after being punched. Yeah. Funny. Yeah, because in the chat badges, each cat I think has 2 forms, except for baby cat who has 3, right? Three, but they are all the same. The baby cat ones? No, she gets progressively bloodier. She starts off pristine and then has more and more blood on her face. The song is called Will You Go Penguin Sledding With Me? What are all the cats called? Some of them don't have names, but the main ones are boss cat, baby cat. Every time we've like talked about or like pitched Cat Gang for like a more serious thing, Danny's always like, we've got to give them actual names, but they're like code names are boss cat, baby cat, pomp cat, neat cat, buff boy. And I think that's them. Yeah, Hype Cat. Buff Boy, I adore. I adore all of them, but I love Buff Boy. Yeah, totally. Well, that's the thing is in the past I've been like, do we need to give them names though? Like there are very successful franchises where everybody's just kind of named their titles, you know? They don't actually have names. Yeah, Sir Woman. Much like Sir Woman. Yeah, I mean the other two in the like Scary Girl Gang don't really have names. Alien Cat we've just called Alien Cat. But yeah. Oh gosh, I hate that when you think that nobody's gonna be around. I'm in a foul mood today. You're too much white. I don't know what to do about that for you. I've called her Patches. It will always be that. I love that because that's just like kind of a normal cat name. So I love the idea of naming her Patches because she wears an eye patch and not because of the other reason that somebody would call a cat Patches. Yeah, Patches is a good name. Nichijou is very cute. It can be a little sad though, but a lot of people really love Nichijou. I think the two of the Cat Gang cats are straight up from JoJo. We've like tried to figure out how to change their designs enough that like they are still the same cat, but not so much a copy paste of a JoJo's character. We did do the cheers, yep. Is that a JoJo's reference? Yeah. To be fair, a lot of people get asked that for a lot of different reasons. It's cold and drizzling outside. It's odd for Central Texas, but it's perfect cocoa weather. Yeah, so now that we're like coming up on the end of the stream, let's look at these. If you stuck with me through to the end and you're not subscribed, you made the right call. You might get a sub. First, we will gift out the ones that are for named people. One. Two. Three. Oh. I forget that every time I do this, PayPal's like, what's going on, bud? What's poppin'? Don't mind me, just watching. I need to get off of TikTok. I need to stop watching TikTok. But then how am I gonna find more flow exercises? All right. Okie dokie. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 randos. Should I try to come up with trivia questions? Okay, let's see. Yeah, reminder, these questions are only for non-subs. Please do not answer if you're a sub, even if you know the answer.
Welcome, you fine cat.
Because we're giving subscriptions out. Aisha, welcome to the Cat Gang. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And thank you everybody who has resubbed. I'll read all of those off at the end. Again, I said this last time, but it's getting to the point where it's hard for me to remember which questions I've already used, but I think that's fine. It's fine to ask the same question again. I have 2 really big prints in my house that I adore. What movie are they from? No, like art prints. Pacific Rim. Well done, Dapper Hobo. They are really big Mondo art prints that I got framed, and they are like my favorite things that I own for the wall. All right, that one was from John Pirate. Let's see. I won't know any of these, but I'm happy to play anyway. Wonderful. No, my partner was Jesse, I think. Wasn't it? Wasn't it me and Jesse in the Pacific Rim, like, sponsored shit? Oh my god. One is a Jaeger falling into a bunch of buildings, and the other one is a kaiju, like, attacking the Jaeger. So it's 2 pieces that if you put them, like, one piece here, it looks like the kaiju's attacking the Jaeger. It's very cool. Anyways, I thought there was a bunch of blood on the ground. So on edge. This question is, like, impossible. I don't think I should ask it. Or should I try? No, it's impossible. Ask it? Sure, I'll try it. We'll see. I had 2 rats that were named after theater theoreticians. Can you name one of them? I'm sorry. This is a terrible question. I've said them recently, which is the only reason why I think there might be somebody who will think of it, but I doubt it. Nope, none of these. We'll move on to a different question. My rats were named Afraben and Minushkin. I'm sorry. Okay. Obviously, yeah, I don't know how you guys didn't get that, but it's fine. Let's see. I've talked about this very recently. There is a type of animal that I was quite scared of as a kid. What animal was it? Non-subs only. Cats. Well done. Oddly enough, I was scared of cats as a kid. Chocobo Love. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Again, remember that if the name that I say,
Welcome, you.
if it looks like you got there first, but I'm saying a different name, it could be because of like chat latency. I'm double checking that the person that I gift the sub to is the first person that is showing up on my version of chat. So that was from Mizu Noise. Yeah, I'm scared of cats. Because we only had barn cats. We didn't have any cats that were like pets. We had cats that were abandoned on our property that had turned like pretty feral to survive. And sometimes they lived in our barn and sometimes they didn't. But like the ones that I had interacted with were really aggressive and I was scared of them. So I didn't even know we were guessing for subs because I just got here. Well, welcome to the cat gang. Perfect timing. When I did my big backpacking trip with my brother, we visited a bunch of different countries in Europe, but where did we start? No. Portugal! Archive Thief, well done. Portugal was the first country we went to. Welcome to the cat gang. That's from Moogle Cat. I'm Portuguese, that's why I remember. I love it. Here's another travel one. I went to stay with a friend who was working with the Peace Corps. What country was she in? Where did I stay? Like, what country did I stay in? Ukraine, there we go. Aratalia, welcome to the cat gang. I know, quick typers. Well, I saw somebody, it might have been Arthalia. I saw somebody say Ukraine during the last question, and I was like, oh, they're getting trips mixed up. Somebody's definitely gonna know the answer to this question if I follow up with it, so. That was from Martox. Welcome to the cat gang. Yeah, I liked Ukraine a lot. The best peaches I've ever eaten in my life. I've never eaten a peach that tasted as good as the peaches that I ate in Ukraine. Insane. It's absolutely crazy. We have good peaches and watermelons. Yeah, peaches, so good. Oh my goodness. I don't know why, but I expected the lights to turn off when you clapped. No, I would not travel Europe with Clark anytime soon. No. We've taken her places, like for weddings and things. She's been places. Obviously not in the last couple of years, but yeah, I haven't had as much of an opportunity to get used to or comfortable with traveling with her. I have a lot of anxiety when I'm in like public places with her even. So yeah, that's something that I'd have to like slowly acclimate to and figure out how to do safely. So I had a picture hung up on the wall over here that was from a TTRPG game that I did. What game was it? Non-subs only. Okay, that is the name of the game, but what was the name of the actual show? Yeah, I'm gonna give it to both of you because I think I made that a little bit confusing. So on my screen, Jukideo said Shadowrun, but the answer that I was looking for was Mirror Shade, which is what Drowworm gave me. So I'm gonna give both of you a sub. And Drowworm. So that was Solitu and Arcelbo. Okay, we got one question left. Cracks knuckles.
Welcome, you fine cat-loving coffee.
Weird Uncle Jay, thank you for gifting a sub. Do you want some do you want another question that is just weird shit that only maybe one of you will remember? Okay, it's the last one, so sure. When I was younger, I was talking to my mom about, and I have a follow-up that will be a hint in case nobody can figure it out. No subs. Cannot answer this. I was talking with my mom about what I was going to name my future child. I said a name, and my mom said, "No, you will not. They will hate you." What name was it? God, I so badly want somebody to get this. Because it's so stupid. Non-subs only. Goku Naruto. Yep, that's a good one. Okay. Here is a follow-up hint. The name. The name is from the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. Oh no, someone said. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Oh my gosh. How many Sonic characters are there? So many. I have another follow-up one if you need help. But it just seems like you might. Another follow-up hint. This name belongs to one of the members of the Chaotix team. Espio! Hobo got it! I was like, when I get older, I'm gonna have a kid and I'm gonna name them Espio. after SBO in the Knuckles Chaotix group. And my mom was like, no, you fucking will not. Anyways, welcome to the game. I was really into Sonic as a kid. So there we go. There you go. Congrats, everybody. That one was from Oblivious to Me. Congrats, everybody who got a sub from Trivia Time. Thank you very much to everybody who gifted subs. What a deep Sonic cut, you know? Look, they got Idris Elba for Knuckles. If they start bringing in, like, some really out of left field characters, who knows what kind of voices we're gonna hear? Who knows? Did you read the Sonic comics? That's all I did. We didn't buy the games. I only read the comics for a really long portion of my life. So yes, I've read all of the Knuckles miniseries that are no longer canonical. I've read all of them. I know all about his family that got sucked into a void so that they wouldn't have to deal with the characters anymore. Anyways, yeah. I've read, I read all of that. I was there for it. I was in the trenches. No, here's the thing though, is I'm really, really, really bad at Sonic games. Like, alarmingly bad at them. I've never been good at them. I don't, like, the number of times that I'm playing a level and I just, like, stop. Right? The whole, like, the whole name of the game, it's all about momentum, right? And I lose momentum in those games all the time. And then I'm going, well... That's not you, it's the games. Oh, God. Yeah. If we ever have or adopt a kid... and I'm in a position to give them a middle name, and I won't tell anybody what the middle name is, you'll know that it's SBO. You can just decide that that's fact. Oh, goodness. Okay. We're gonna start wrapping up, guys. Thank you all so much for watching today and hanging out with me for Saturday Morning DOOGER. Tonight is the final episode of Misdemeanor. So if you would like to watch that, just as an FYI, in case somehow you missed it and you're like big into the IO stuff or you've been following Misdemeanor, Misdemeanor is a D&D found family pirate game that I've been in for the last couple of years, and it's ending tonight. But last night we did like a huge battle. So this episode will be coming directly after that battle. So if you haven't seen the battle yet, you might be missing some information. I would encourage you to watch, just like the last fight if possible. But, yeah, I'm very, sad, but also like, it's great to play a D&D game and have it actually like end, you know, so many of them just get dropped instead of ending. So it's fun that it's ending. Lieutenant Colonel Shepard, thank you for the 65 months. Dornish Vintage for the 21. Dragon Sparks for the 65. Duanico for the 16. Conical Coffee for the 20. Griffin for the 67. And Saden for the 66. Crazy Mur for the 54. TFK for the 26. Early Winter for the 4 years. Happy anniversary. Thank you very, very much. Dwarven Salt, thank you for the 15. Dinna for the 54. Spoon of Doom for the 14. Poldy for the 49. Red Entropy for the 7. Line for the 51. Wakahashi for the 42. Malakian for the 15. Snooty Zulu for the 2. Dragon Genya for the 2. Sapple for the 49. Aisha, again, welcome to the Cat Gang. Thank you so much. Volgan for the 15 months. Midnight Ninja for the 25. Malik, thank you for the gifted sub. Weird Uncle Jay for the gifted sub as well. Rotund Owlbear, thank you for gifting a bunch of subs. I appreciate it, guys. Alaska Winter, thank you for the 17 months. Toshiro Saki, thank you for the 8. And Arnar, thank you for gifting subs as well. Thank you guys very much. Oh no. Where did she go? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, okay. We don't have a raid leader, so I'm gonna choose somebody. But we do have the post-show song. I will be doing that. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got it. Let's see. Let's go say hi to Amazonian. We're doing more magic. It's a chill time. They're very sweet. I'm gonna send you over there. Hopefully I'll see you for Misdemeanor. If not, next time that I do a normal stream will be on Monday. So see you then. But take care, everybody. Let's turn this music down low for a real gem. Here we go. Ahem. Final Fantasy is an RPG, the only one that I need. It's the RPG for me. Final Fantasy is all that I play. All other games are lame. It puts them all to shame. I only play games that are popular. I only buy the games magazines tell me to buy. That's how I know I play good games for sure. I may have a shallow mind, but you can kiss my behind. Do 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 do. This is a song from Newgrounds. Newgrounds. It's so old. Why do I still know every word of it? Okay, bye.